So here we go. Teofimo in a new weight class, shocking upset loss. Andre, considering how he came out in that first round.
That he was going to hit Kambosos, and Kambosos was going to fall over. That wasn't the case. Yeah, he's got to learn from it. He was reckless in the Kambosos. Wasn't the case. Let's see if he learned his lesson. Campa is not on a strong enough and stiff enough test to let us know where Lopez.
7-0. His only career loss was a 7th round knockout in 2017. He's 7-0-1 since then, and he's coming off against undefeated fighters.
Teofimo Lopez is the quicker fighter.
Big shots that just made.
Able to get his shots off before Campa's even able to with any tap.
Took that dip to the left.
So just missed. Does the power carry for Teofimo Lopez from 135 to 140?
For Teo. Champ has started up in round. Huge fan support here in Vegas. Sold out event center here at Resorts World. Campa getting that.
Applying pressure. There's a right hand available for him over the top.
As he'd like to describe it, intelligent pressure.
Distance. With that lead hand down, he can sneak a right.
Two-punch combination from Lopez.
The young fighters make is that Mayweather didn't do that until the head came down in that shoulder roll position. The mistake the young fighters at this moment.
Well, that's what he likes to use, primarily the shoulder roll.
Closing moments of round number 1. And a short left hand on the end. Goes to the body. I'll tell you, it's good just to have him back. The crowd even in round number 1. Teofimo, no matter what you think. The other day, he said, listen, the business played me. In 22 months, up until that first round, played me. Who knows, maybe a day against Jack Catterall. But the opportunities exist.
And I see it being an overhand right.
37 of his 58 points a minute into round 2 have been the jab. Sweep across with a rare hook. Working his way off the ropes. And then a sweeping right movement from Lopez, and a two-punch combination. Working his way.
But this is the test to see. But right now, Campa is taking these punches.
As he did just there, as he said he would. Step to
speed for speed, skill for skill, but he's still in the pocket, and he's landing some shots.
That he's choosing to fight this fight. Putting
so it's going to force Lopez to make adjustments and then make more adjustments that could come back to bite.
For those that didn't hear the conversation, in an interview he had with Mark Kriegel, he did not deny it. But he said, listen,
you can't do 2 weeks of sparring, especially 10 rounds, to get prepared for a fighter like this. That throws 80 punches plus a round. You know, we're going to see his conditioning as this fight continues on in the later rounds.
To see the return against game and gritty Pedro Campa, the power carry. And Timmy, you are a world champion in this weight connected advantage. Dre, you brought up an interesting conversation about 40 pounds. Things get different. To the layman, they say, wait a minute, it's only 5 pounds. But in this division, Josh Taylor is a big guy. Ramirez is a big guy.
But to Dre's point, but at 140, he's actually the smaller guy tonight. He's not the bigger man and owned it. You know, so when he hit guys, they felt it. Campa is the bigger man. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Break Campa down, and what he has to do is go down to the body.
Well, that's the kind of shot that Lopez needs to land. Box, box, box. Surprise Campa. He can't stand it. Right, but it's the skill, then power right now.
Oh, he's having fun for a moment here, Dre, isn't he? Bernardo's in the corner.
Told me he needs to keep his left hand up because Teofimo's looking for that overhand right, and his shots
can't be. The heavyweight
be
championship of the world with Andy Ruiz, the upset of Anthony Johnson. They have worked together. Manarellas, of course, veteran.
Stop. I like what Lopez is doing. A guy who has slower feet and slower hands like Campa, that stability by you being up against the ropes, he'll feel confident to unload with both hands. But he's in deep water when he's in the center of the ring.
Campa's gaining more confidence. Coming forward, he said he don't feel anything.
Lopez shouldn't get frustrated by that. He's
taking these big punches from Teo, and he's coming back.
Oblige and continue to deliver what Campa is asking for.
That upper body head movement. He dances in the corner. Campa had a fight high for him. 15 punches landed in that last round, but this was the moment.
Yeah, a little trick shot right there with the shoulder to lift the chin. He didn't see the shoulder lift, and you see the right hand clean on Campa.
Just creating a little bit of space. Listen, wrap around that right hand as well here to start round number 4.
Teofimo Lopez tonight. It would suit him. Very little body would go down to Campa body to wear him down a bit.
Good groove right now. I wish he would pick his left hand up. Teofimo Lopez is in a perfect fight. He seems very relaxed and he seems to be having fun in there. Right now, Campa is competitive, but he's not.
I completely agree with the assessment of relaxed and having fun.
And sometimes tests rest and being away from the game.
He told us he's at peace, the happiest that he's been. Interesting dynamic when you're in the entourage to the fighter production meetings. But when he is around the team, the rather large team, I think he showed up with 7 and guiding his own course than he's ever been.
Lopez gets credit for his explosiveness, his showmanship. Right now, he realizes that I might not be able to get Campa out.
He's using the cross guard defense right there.
High cross guard.
So I have to go into the toolbox and show some.
And then Campa saying, I got a chin on me. Can't hurt me. Forward, Dre.
Yeah, his success is going to come on the.
That's the way you stay involved in the fight.
On the back half of 6 if he's still around. So he's got to put some money in the bank, as Lopez is putting in the bank, but he's got to have something in there.
Good finish here to round 4 from Teofimo.
To land some big shots. And right now, Lopez is landing a big shot.
But you have to admit the lessons in defeat. You see the speed difference. Lessons learned from what happened last November when George Kambosos gave way to Devin Haney. Devin Haney now the undisputed lightweight belts from him. Of course, Kambosos, then lightweight champion of the world. Knockouts in his 33 wins. There's the right hand from Teofimo. 77 of 47 connect advantage.
He said, look, I just want him to keep jabbing. He's timing him well, but he's got to be
power punches.
Just for nothing. He hits hard.
And from Teofimo. Shoulder roll, right hand.
That punch is thrown and landed when you've timed. That's exactly what Teofimo Lopez has done right now.
Cut that came in at the end of that combination from Campa.
See, but Campa, what he's doing is he's letting off the power, and now he's just letting his hands go. He's just trying to
knock him out. And allowing Lopez to continue to do exactly what Tim Bradley just stated. Round off.
Yep, I was just about to say that.
Campa is taking advantage and landing more.
No doubt about that. If you look at the output from Lopez compared to the earlier rounds, good exchange off the ropes. Now pot shotting off the hip.
Banging away in hopes that you're on the other side of 6 and you might get yourself back in the fight.
Late money came in heavily on the big favorite Teofimo Lopez, as it did on the under total rounds, which would be 90. He only threw 43 punches there. It was 15 of 40 this round. You see the punches last round? Dre, you made the point. You felt like it was round to this point.
Manny Robles has to charge Pedro Campa that Lopez keep pressing. You're wearing him down. Whether that is true or not, remain.
I'm impressed with the technique from Campa.
If he's going to have a shot later in this fight.
Honestly, before he got with Manny Robles, he was all over the place, falling all over his feet, jabbing, lunging forwards. He's underneath himself. He's very calculated tonight, picking his spots wisely. The perfect time after he gets done punching, because he stays there. Ooh. But Campa sees these punches coming. That's why they have no effect.
Lopez has a great jab, fellas. He's got a great jab to the head, to the body. He's educated. I don't think he uses it enough.
See Lopez now going after that eye. That Campa is starting to swell rapidly. Ooh.
That's discouraging.
Jab off the hip and the left hook. Masterful
Yes.
here in this 6th round by Lopez.
That's the bunch of shots. Then you got hit with those kind of shots. That's disrespectful from Teofimo.
Smoke talk is full effect.
It's a division at 140 pounds that went from Josh Taylor with Prograis and Zepeda mandated to the business of boxing, now having position. He has some personal plans coming up. The knockdown scored 7.
Beautiful up jab.
Takeover says he wants to take back his lofty status. The shot. Short right hand. A lot of time to work with here.
Campa's not only
Switching.
hurt the 4 round,
You see Pat swelling on his face, especially that left side.
and he's got some tough decisions to make because I think Lopez has to continue to pour it on just the way he did when he got the knockdown. He didn't load up. His combination that sat Campa down. Didn't try to throw it to the middle.
Squared up, wiggling, stepping over,
Showing out with the defense.
Back into the mix.
and having fun on there is Lopez. Switching stances, coming with the right hand. Short right drives down, a lot of blood coming from the nose of Campa. Blocking Campa's efforts. Short right hand, a beat down in round 7. The take back, he just took what he wanted there, and here it comes. Let the celebration begin. Oh.